Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Being a marketer's no sweat. You just have to manage dozens of channels, launch hundreds of campaigns, score thousands of leads, and okay, fine, it's a lot of sweat. Unless you have HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools to help you do all that and more. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Because it's hard to listen to things.
I know.
Especially, well, now that it's getting slightly cooler, I can hopefully start to listen to more things, because right now I desperately need quiet because of the fucking AC unit.
Okay.
Just trying to get comfortable.
Should I move the thing closer?
No.
Okay.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
You know, she's holding on.
I like how we started doing bonus episodes, and then when we officially did it, then we had to take 2-week breaks. So then
Yeah.
it didn't it didn't
I
really
know.
hit.
No, it didn't.
But
It
how are you
didn't.
feeling?
I am feeling subpar, but better than I felt before.
You look great.
Thank you. I do.
You look like
I'm not kidding.
Y'all can't see her, but maybe if you watch this week's episode of But Am I Wrong, you'll see what she has on.
Yeah.
Some lime green, maybe apple green pants.
Trousers.
Trousers. They are trousers.
From Showpo.
With some trouser socks. Some white trouser
Oh,
socks.
yeah.
You don't
not
have your
shown the
Hanes.
Birkenstocks that I wore here.
You don't have your Hanes on that you usually have on.
Nope.
And then a nice linen. Is that a linen
Yep.
shirt? Linen,
Show me your moo-moo.
linen white shirt with a white silk
Literally nighty.
underneath, and she looks like a very wealthy lady walking on the beach with her golden retriever.
Thank you. You made Mott's just for the collar. No, so I discovered. No, I didn't
Mott's does
discover.
not have golden
No, he does
retriever
not
energy at all.
at all.
He has
Capricorn energy.
yeah. I'm just trying to think of a dog equivalent. He has like a basset hound.
Yeah. I told him that Eugene was a Capricorn. He goes, makes sense. I'm like, there you go. But so I have known about this thing for a while. So you know what Kibbe body types?
No.
So it's this thing of and I usually steer far away from categorizing body types, and it also is created by a man, and
Men.
yeah, and it's all there are people who are trying to diversify the quote unquote science of this, because it's basically categorizing women's body types and what clothes. I don't know. I hate all the terminology they use for it, but it's kind of if you're stuck in a rut with clothes and figuring out what do I like what looks good that I feel confident in. I'm not about the word flattering, even though he's very much being in your lines. This is out of, I don't know. It's very ooh woo woo. But I have seen a bunch of TikToks about it and stuff, and I have just been hating some of my clothes and just coming up with outfits. It's just been oh my God. And I've realized there are other things I put on. I'm I love this. I'm why the fuck do I like this? Why? And so Anybody can feel free to dispute me. I was wondering if I was like, am I a dramatic? And that's like, you know, you're very vertical, which I'm like, I am very vertical. But then there's flamboyant natural. Yeah, these names are fucking weird. And that is like you're dominated by like your horizontal and your vertical line. And like your shoulders are the broadest part of your body, which my shoulders definitely are. And so
Not your ass.
My fucking turtle on its hind legs ass. And so I've decided that I think I'm a flamboyant natural just purely, and even if I'm not, everything that they recommend, they were like, oh, you know, dresses and skirts that have like the skirt that goes out and like big shoulder things. And like, that's all shit I like. And it was like oversized. And so then I just decided that that's what I am, even though you're supposed to spend months and you should take pictures of yourself. And I was like, too much fucking effort. I like this one. I pick this one. And it made getting dressed more fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
I went to the social club that I'm part of. I don't want to mention it, but they had. Oh my gosh! Why did they have? They're having another one. Anyway, they had an event where a fashion designer came in to dress people, and like it was like limited to whatever, like to dress, like tell you what would look good on you.
From limited to?
No. What?
You said limited to.
It was limited to a certain amount of people to be there. So it was like only like 20 people.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
I had to rewind what I said.
Good, because I couldn't tell you. All I knew you said limited to.
It was limited to like 20 people.
Select group of people.
Yeah. And so I went. First of all, the person was late. I was very angry.
Yeah.
And I was like, because my body has changed in the last couple of years, and I was like, I don't know what to like.
And fashion's changed.
Yeah, and fashion's changed. That's the main thing. Is like I don't know what's hot anymore. And HAUTE. And so I was like, I want some tips from a professional. Well, I get there. The person's late, but I was making a new friend in like the bar area. Like we were sitting and chatting, and then we finally went up like 15 minutes later to the event, and we get there, and first they're like just like talking like about who they are, what they do, blah blah blah, and then they're like, okay, what should we do next? You're the expert.
This is your thing.
Right. And then they were like, so like, why don't we take turns and have everyone come up here, and then the crowd tells what would look good on them. And everyone was like, no. That's literally like everyone unanimously goes, no, we're not doing that. Like, you're the expert. You're supposed to, it was advertised as like a 101 consultation.
Not like let's poll our studio audience and tell them that you look, and they're going to tell you when you look bad.
Right. So it was a big waste of money. And also they said it was going to be 2 hours, and it was like, first of all, like I said, they were late. And then when it came up on the hour mark, they were like, okay, we need to leave out of this room and then go to the bar, and we can just chat there. And I was like, it's happy hour. There's people, a lot of people.
Where's the consultation?
Where's the consultation?
Did they bring clothes?
No. Biggest waste of my time. And you know I don't like putting clothes on and leaving the house as it is.
And you were willing to put on other clothes. Like,
yes.
Just, like you put yourself out there.
I did.
Would it be anyone we know? The designer?
No, but they do work with a lot of people that we do know. Like, not personally, but a lot of famous people.
I feel like it can't be the stylist who's like so good.
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're good. They had on some outdoor pajamas, which was a plus for me. But then they didn't come with any information that I needed at all. I've been getting out more, though.
No, you have. I've been very proud of you.
Thank you.
I've been like watching from my couch going, look at her. Look at her. She's out. You played Uno?
I went to a barbecue.
Wow. Good food?
Great food. Excellent food. I also took some food that I didn't want, like it was some chicken. I was like, this is gonna go bad if it just sits here. So I took it. It was like a lot of like uncles on the grill.
I love that
yeah.
vibe.
I got hit on a lot. I gave my number to 5 guys.
Oh, whoa. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Like, it's not impressive that you got hit on a lot, but like
I'm putting myself out
No,
there.
I just mean like in one location, having 5 people that you give your number to, like I don't think it's ever happened to me. Like that's a rarity.
Yeah.
Hot people were like it was hot people only. You need to take one for the team and sleep your way to the top. You do. You gotta do it for us. I do think that like notion that everyone has about like Hollywood and sleeping your way to the top is like just so like not a thing. Yeah. Like people, it's so wild to me. Like everyone like disputes the Me Too movement and they're like, but then they're like, yeah, actually everybody in Hollywood drinks baby blood to like stay young forever. And they're all in open relationships and all of them had sex with everybody to like get the job that they have. And they're all escorts on yachts. And I'm like, you don't believe sexual assault and harassment allegations, but you believe this. You believe this. Yeah. These are just theater kids grown up. Like you do realize that's all this is, huh? You know? Yeah. You have to go to the politics to get the real corrupt shit.
Right. Yeah. Then I went to a comedy show after that.
Oh.
Same day.
Oh my God. Was it a Darty before?
Yeah.
Nice.
And gave my number to a few more people.
Comedians?
No.
Oh my God. Wow. First of all.
A man on the street. And
okay. Not much
he was hot. He was hot though. He was really hot. That's the one that I told you double back.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm picturing Billy Eichner.
No.
On the street.
Yes, a gay man.
Billy on the street. For $1. I'll give you my number.
Name a woman.
Me. Wait, so that's actually even more impressive now knowing that you were with a group of people who I would not say are dateable. And then you were in another instance with comedians and you found, the universe is like, this is like a Bruce Almighty, like he's like lining out, they lining out things for you. Yeah. And you're just collecting them like little tokens in a video game.
That was fun. It was good for my ego.
Those are the legitimate best days ever. Like mental health. We need to like, yes, normalize mental health days, but also normalize ego days. Yes. Like pull your kid out of school and just like.
My eye is watering.
Both of my eye. I'm sorry. My eye. Once everybody sees the video, thank God the quality is not that HD because Sorry, my phone vibrated. My eyes are watering so much, and I kept trying to like cover it with eyeshadow because like I had it before, and then there's just these purple lines like right here on my eyes.
It looks good though. Well, it looks like it's part of your eyeshadow.
It does. I realized that when I was like, I'm just gonna stop trying to fix it.
It's creating like a little shadow.
It is because they won't stop watering, even though I took my allergy meds. It's fine.
I took mine at 2:00 in the morning, which was a mistake. So I'm like at the halfway mark, you know?
That is so bad.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you take them at 2 a.m.?
Because that's when I remembered to take them.
I don't know why I'm asking you that.
I know that. That's why
I don't wake up at 4 a.m. and just take my birth control and then go back to sleep.
That's why I emphasized remembered to take them.
Maybe you should. I was gonna say you should set alarms, and again, I ignore my alarms.
Also, my phone is always on Do Not Disturb, so that's not going to work. I know.
As someone who stood outside your front door.
The thing is, like, I waited a few minutes and looked at the text and I was like, oh, she hasn't responded. So then I got in the shower and then I missed your text that you were on the way.
Well, it was my bad because I typed it and then I forgot to send it.
Okay. And
then I sent it and I typed it and then I needed to like do something else. So when I sent it, I actually was walking out the door.
Yeah, because I had looked and I was like, oh, she hasn't pulled her stuff for But Am I Wrong or Don't Blame Me. So I'm good for at least another 45 minutes. So then,
this is I just like keeping people on their toes because I'm constantly being kept on my toes by myself. You should go back to play back your Ring footage because the first time the automated is like, sorry, we're not interested. I was going like this to the camera. Flipping it off, my tongue out. So
can't wait.
You should go look
Maybe
at that.
we should post it.
I'll
just post it since you just take my TikToks and post them to the Instagram.
Dude, I needed everybody. Mott's was dying. And I was like, no, stop laughing. This is disgusting. He goes, no, this is so fucking funny. And I told him, I was like, hope you know that, like, I didn't even realize how long you just sat and stared at the camera. Like, I cut it down by, like, half. And, like, half of the video was literally you in fucking silence. Oh, my God, I was dying. Everybody, you can check out Melissa's personal TikTok, and I also reposted it on our podcast. Because
there's a few more coming, so
disgusting.
Don't worry.
Disgusted.
Did you see my mom responded?
I did, and
did you see my response?
Deleted your mom's comment because I was like, shit, wasn't I supposed to, like,
did you see my response though?
This? No, what'd you say?
Can you look?
Yeah. Let's see.
No, I've made it so she can see things now.
Okay, because I was like, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like,
she was blocked before, but now I'm just like, whatever.
She was, yeah. And so then I thought I fucked up, and so I literally almost deleted her comment. So I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. Oh my God, I can't. You. I can't even read that out loud. That's disgusting.
Well, she did so.
That's disgusting.
She 100% hasn't seen that yet.
Is this a formula baby joke?
Yeah, she didn't breastfeed me.
She's gonna kill you. Genuinely gonna fucking kill you. Knock on your door.
If you want to know what we're talking about, go look at our Instagram, and the cover photo is a burn book because you were trying to burn it out your retinas.
No, honestly,
or because it was Mean Girls Day. Actually, that was you posted a few days ago.
Yeah, no, I have one of those apps where I like plan out like Instagram aesthetics, and so then I like try and like pull a bunch of like cute pictures that like fit with our general vibe and our aesthetic, and then I either just post them as is, but if it's a reel, I was like, I need to try and find a way to make it work. And I was like, oh, burn book, this is actually like not hard at all to make work for this, because like Melissa is fucking disgusting. Thirsty? Lol girl.
I can't wait I was waiting because I didn't have makeup on for the other ones, and I feel like, so I was waiting for today.
I mean, now I know that like I might be going viral.
Yeah, so just wait till tonight.
I can wait as long as possible. Don't even worry. Everyone go check that out. I was gonna tell you one other thing.
Okay, go ahead. Because you're gonna tell me anyway, so might as well.
I have a TV show.
Idea?
No.
Oh, watching.
Well, yeah, I mean constantly. No, I have a TV show. Welcome to Flatch. So I got a brand deal from them, which was like so fucking cool because I like genuinely like really like the show, and I found it on TikTok, and it was like this clip that
it's a TikTok show.
No. At first I thought it was like a sketch on TikTok, and it was like, so this first season 1, like a couple clips I saw, and then I saw, and then it was like, oh no, this is like a TV show on Fox, like this is like actually out. And so started watching it, and then I got a brand deal, and I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. It is like, I wasn't an office girly, but this has become the most like low stakes comfort television show. So I would recommend you watch it. Just
what's
like
the logline?
So it's based on a British show called The County or The Country, which, by the way, if it's The County, they were thinking of doing a Laguna Beach in Marin County, and it was going to be called The County. And I was like, that's going to be crazy. They didn't.
It sounds so low rent.
The County.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does in terms of like county isn't really. First of all, no one calls Marin like the county.
Like, who calls anything the county?
I know.
Like, it doesn't.
Well,
because
like Marin County is like, it's like, I don't know. I would assume it's kind of like,
prefer it to be called Marin. Like, that has more of a razzle dazzle than the county.
No. I think it was definitely like people who were not from Marin coming up with like something to make it seem like, whoa, this is wow, and it's like, okay, but it's like a mockumentary of this small town in Ohio. And the premise is essentially these like documentary filmmakers come to this town to like showcase like small town life and like the trials and tribulations. And it's really fucking funny because they have like the like text on the screen, and it'll be like 1 in like 5 like small town Americans like can't afford healthcare, and like it's like very serious things, like very funny like actions and people doing shit. And it's just these like 2 like people starring in the main of it. And they're just so funny in like the most like underhand, quiet way. And they constantly just like look at the camera and it's so funny and a quiet funny. And like very rarely, I think that there are TV shows that are like, as I think some comedies they have quiet humor that's like, I think like Abbott Elementary has like quiet humor that's underneath like the surface humor. So like you watch it multiple times, and the first joke that you catch, that's the one you're like supposed to catch first. The second time, you're like, wait, oh my God, I missed that. That was really funny. This one is like almost all quiet humor. And so you're like watching, and then you're like, wait, what did they just say? And you rewind, and it's actually so funny. Like to me, it's like what The Office, like when people talk about, they're like, oh my God, I love The Office, all that. And like, that was just not my jam.
It wasn't my jam either.
This was what I was like, if it was this, I would have liked it. And it's just.
I love Parks and Rec though, so.
Oh yeah. So just like imagine those shows, but like British, but made by Americans.
Okay.
Like it doesn't.
I mean, that's what The Office is.
But The Office, I think, is a little some characters are a little more punched up.
Yeah, The
This
Office,
is not as punched up.
they're playing to the jokes.
Yeah, exactly. And like this is like that really, this still
Subtle.
has that British. As soon as I found out that it was based on a British, I was like, that makes so much sense. Because like I can see it. And I do really want to understand where where it's set, because I'm like, what's the equivalent of Ohio? It was like, that's where they picked it to be set. But it's really funny. So you should watch it.
I got another recommendation.
Oh, what?
Reboot, which is really funny. It's on Hulu.
Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
One of the guys that I know he's an executive producer on Modern Family, and it's got one of the few Rachels that I like in the world.
Oh, that's a tough category.
Yeah. Maddow? No. Yeah, I mean that's one of them. But why
Bloom.
Yeah. It's got Rachel Bloom in it, and it is, I don't want to spoil the first episode because it has like a great
I love that
hook at the end of it, but it's about Rachel Bloom is playing a writer on TV who is rebooting an old show, so it's following her as the writer and then the cast of the show coming back to reboot it and like.
So what Beverly Hills 90210 tried to do?
Yeah, but like Beverly Hills 90210 was them playing fictionalized versions of themselves.
What the? I don't even want to get into it. This was so hard
like
for me to
they
understand
were
the first
calling
time
each
around.
other like Brian Austin, like he was being called his actual name. Like so they were all like playing fictionalized versions of themselves, rebooting 90210.
So was 90210? I can't. No, I get. No, I can't even go there. Like that.
So it would be like
so confusing.
Let's take a show that we like, Modern Family. We have to bring it up every episode. So like picture like Sofia Vergara playing a fictionalized version of herself, rebooting Modern Family.
I just don't know why anybody would want that.
It was good. It was really good. And I wasn't like a 902. Yeah. I was too young to like 90210. I watched a few episodes on SoapNet, but like,
yeah,
I was too young to be part of it.
Okay, but so this is like Rachel Bloom is.
It's fiction.
She's not playing Rachel Bloom, the TV writer.
Yes.
She's just Rachel Bloom playing a
TV writer. Yes.
Wait, I'm really interested in that. I think I saw a trailer or I saw something like a poster.
It's got a lot of good people in it.
Yeah, Judy Greer.
Yeah.
Her and I did a scripted podcast together. Have not met her, but I, will be proud of that moment forever.
Yeah.
Good TV.
I watched Atlanta's last season, and then I'm starting the new season this week.
With Brian Austin Green.
Yes. If you're a Abbott Elementary fan, then you will get that joke.
That opening I was cackling.
Yes.
The Millie Bobby Brown line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, everyone needs to watch Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so good. And I'm not someone who, like, I don't know. I'm like a big proponent of, actually, I'm not a huge proponent of like streaming services taking over broadcast because like there's pros and cons. Like financially, massive cons.
Mm-hmm.
Like actors are not making nearly as much money. Like you can't really, residuals don't exist, and the contracts suck. But I'm happy to be on any streaming services. But I usually like to binge shows. But there is something like, I feel like I'm like this is such like a Gen Z thing to say. I'm like, there's something like so like quaint and sweet about looking forward once a week to a show that like you know is going to be funny, you know makes you laugh, and you know that like it's kind of wrapped up in a perfect little package that like you're not going to spend the next week agonizing about what's going to happen next and thinking about it, and you're also not like you're satiated by that individual thing and you're ready for more the next week. You're not over it.
That's how I feel about Reboot too, because they dropped, I think the first 3 episodes, they've dropped them all at the same time, but then after that they're coming out every week. So like I'm looking forward to that every week.
Yeah, you're like, I know what I'm doing this day. Granted, I don't even know what day Abbott Elementary is on because we watch it streaming.
I think Tuesdays maybe. I don't know. I really don't know.
All I know is that I only had 1 episode to catch up on yesterday.
Yeah, I just open I open Hulu every day because that's where General Hospital is. So when things pop up in my recommendations, then that's when I watch them.
It's so Quintel looked beautiful on this episode. I don't know what it like. There was just something.
She's got her glow up right now.
Like, but no,
like she's always been very beautiful, but like she's a little something.
No, I mean I think it's the wardrobe budget too.
Yeah.
It's up. But did you notice this is like so like inconsequential to most people? Did you notice how they like must have lost camera footage and they had to like resort to that shot with her
when they were walking in?
No, with her and the white guy teacher. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
And
there was one when they were walking into the other elementary school. They were tracking it inside, and somebody was cut off while they were talking.
Okay, so yeah, they must have had because I noticed it they had a scene. So like it's when she's talking to the other teacher, and she's like, "What's up with him?" With I almost said, everybody hates Raymond. Everybody hates Chris. Jet.
I don't know any of their names.
I don't know either. But so she's asking about him, and he's like, "Oh, like you know him and the girl. Like I think they're on the rocks or whatever." But like in the shot, it's what they're going to use. It's the shot that they're going to use, and they do use when she walks over and talks to him. And so like the like forced perspective or whatever, like it looks like he's standing right next to them, and she's like blah 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 blah, and then she just walks like essentially like pivots her body and takes one step.
Yes. And I was at the end of the episode.
What is this shot?
I did see that
Mox
too.
looks up and he goes, "What?" And then he goes, "Wait, what?"
Yes.
Like, why would they choose to do that? I was like, no one chose to do that. They fucked up a camera. But if you noticed it earlier,
I did notice that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because to me, I was like, that was, and especially if you saw it at the other elementary school, that's like a exterior to interior, and that was an exterior, so it probably was like right within the same window. But I was like, someone needs to have an extra camera.
I think it is because I feel like they block shot the exteriors for the elementary school for the first few episodes because that episode when that weird ass mascot from Philly.
Gritty?
Yeah, Gritty was...
Don't call Gritty weird.
Because they had said that Gritty was coming when the kids were, and I think they had to rewrite it somehow because the kids weren't, because then they were like, oh, he came a week early, and the kids weren't in the scene, and it felt like that they actually were writing it for the kids to be there. Oh. And I feel like that something happened. It might have been a scheduling thing where they had to, like, Gritty actually had to be at, like, a game or something. Like, the real Gritty. I'm sure that was the real Gritty, but, like...
I know, I think it was real Gritty.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
why
Philly,
would they...
No, Philly would not fuck around with, like, one of Philly's shining stars.
Right. So, so I think something happened where they had to do, but I will ask.
I should ask my sister. Well, because I mean, I could ask my brother too. But my sister-in-law grew up in like Philly. She's like, she's Philly. She's someone who I'm like, she is who I want on my side in a fucking fight. I should ask her if she watches, and I should. My dad. I tried to recommend it to my dad. He goes, I already watched, love it. Yeah. I was like, of course you do. But I'm like obsessed. I started following Gritty on Twitter. I'm obsessed with Gritty.
Okay. I also been watching it's a classic. I think it came out the year that you were born.
Casablanca.
You're that old?
I don't even know what that movie's about.
Pretty sure it's racist.
I know. Well, Mott's keeps telling me, he's like, we should watch this black and white movie. And I go, are there women in it? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, do they speak? And he was like, you just don't like old movies.
I think that a woman is a star of it.
I don't know. Any movie made that's black and white does not pass the Bechdel test. And also, it's also not going to be funny. Because, like, I don't need to watch every movie doesn't need to pass the Bechdel test, but it needs to be funny. I did see bloopers, though, from, like, on a TikTok. It was, like, bloopers from, like, literally, like, those old school black and white movies. And I was like, oh, so these people, like, did talk normally.
They did talk normally. Because they got that, but that's how they were supposed to talk. So Rick Blaine, who owns a nightclub in Casablanca, discovers his old flame, Ilsa? I don't know. Elsa is in town with her husband, Victor Laszlo. Laszlo is a famed rebel with the Germans on his tail. Izzle knows Rick can help them get out of the country. Oh, is this about Nazis?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just like, I would need to do so much due diligence before I pop on one of these old movies. Because you think about like Sound of Music and shit. And like, the girl who's like so sad about like leaving her boyfriend, and then you realize you grow up and like, oh, he's going to war to a Nazi. He
fled the Nazis with his Jewish wife. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's just okay. So not Casablanca.
No.
What show were you watching?
Anyway, I was watching the animated X-Men show that came out in 1992.
Is it in black and white?
And it is so good. Like, it's serialized. And I don't like you can tell it wasn't written for like it was a kid's show because I watched it on Saturday morning cartoons. Like I watched it and I remember it, but I just don't remember it like what it was about. Probably because it was written for adults, but it was just flashy, colorful cartoons. And it's really good. And then as I was getting more into it, I was like, this is such a great show. And then I looked it up.
Shonda Rhimes.
No. I looked it up. I believe she was still in school when it came out.
Hey,
but then I looked it up, and they're actually rebooting it. It's going to pick up in 97. It's going to be called X-Men 97. It's going to pick up where that series ended, and it's going to be out next year on Disney Plus.
Oh,
so
wow.
I feel like I was drawn to it for some reason.
You knew it was coming full circle.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, watch the whole series and be ready for when it comes out next year.
Wow.
And they're using a lot of the original cast and whatever.
Well, I should tell Mats. He's always looking for those kind of he will watch old episodes of DuckTales.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
I'm sure he watched it when he was a kid.
So what are you watching on Disney Plus? I'll tell him. I'm sure he'll be into it.
The fuck? Sorry. I don't know what that... It was like dirt, but it's not dirt.
I looked at my arm the other day, and by the other day, I mean 2 days ago, and I go, what's that? And Moss goes, oh my gosh, are you okay? And he thinks it's a bruise, and it's all here. I am covered in dirt.
I think
like a toddler.
I scrubbed myself in the shower, so maybe it's just like the scrubbing, and then I put lotion on because it didn't fully...
Oh, and then it clings to the dead skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had straight up dirt on me, and I don't know where it was from.
It's not on the other arm. So, yeah. That must be what it is.
Yeah, you're clean. I literally had dirt on me like that kid from the Peanuts who's in a dust cloud. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, I'm gonna shower.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's enough.
That's enough. Okay. We hope you enjoyed the bonus episode.
This is see you next Tuesday. Okay?
See you next Tuesday. Bye.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey, guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you love Disney? Do you love top 10 lists? Then you are going to love our hit podcast, Disney Countdown. I'm Megan, the Magical Millennial.
And I'm the Dapper Danielle.
On every episode of our fun and family-friendly show, we count down our top 10 lists of all things Disney. The parks, the movies, the music, the food, the lore. There is nothing we don't cover on our show.
We are famous for rabbit holes, Disney-themed games, and fun facts you didn't know you needed.
I had Danielle and Megan record some answers to seemingly meaningless questions. I asked Danielle what insect song is typically higher pitched in hotter temperatures and lower pitched in cooler temperatures.
You got this.
No, I didn't.
Don't believe that. About a wish coming true? Well, I didn't either. Of course, I'm just a
cicada. I'm crying. I'm so sorry, Jiminy.
You win that one.
So if you're looking for a healthy dose of Disney magic, check out Disney Countdown wherever you get your podcasts.